An ordinary secretary disguised herself as a wealthy heiress to go on a blind date with her own boss. The CEO suffered from severe face blindness and completely failed to recognize her. She took advantage of the situation and enjoyed an evening of princess-like treatment. She assumed the blind date would end there, but unexpectedly, the CEO couldn't stop thinking about his date. That evening, she had left in such a hurry that she forgot her umbrella at the CEO's place. The CEO opened the umbrella and recalled the scene of walking with her in the rain that night. The CEO, who had been expressionless just moments before, suddenly broke into a sweet smile. He grew increasingly eager to see that woman again. He called the secretary into his office and asked for the blind date's phone number. The secretary froze for a moment and asked why he needed it. Upon learning that the CEO wanted to contact his blind date, she quickly made an excuse, claiming that the heiress had many phones and it was difficult to obtain her contact information. She added that everyone communicated with the heiress through her secretary. Unexpectedly, the CEO asked her to provide the heiress's secretary's contact information instead. Left with no choice, she rattled off a phone number. It was actually the new phone number she had just given to her younger sister a few days earlier. Before her sister had gone abroad to study, she had left her old phone with her. The secretary had intended to brush off the request casually, but the CEO immediately dialed the number. Too nervous to answer, she waited for the call to disconnect automatically. She attempted to send a text message to handle the situation, but before she could finish typing, the phone rang again. She accidentally hit the answer button and had no choice but to continue pretending to be the heiress's secretary. The CEO seized the opportunity to arrange an evening meeting to return the umbrella. She quickly made excuses to decline, saying the umbrellas were just cheap purchases and suggesting the CEO simply throw it away. However, the CEO insisted on returning it in person. Just as she was searching for another excuse, the CEO happened to walk by, making the phone call while handing her a document. Seeing the CEO approach, she immediately shut her mouth. The CEO continued inviting the person on the phone. When the CEO wasn't paying attention, she hung up the call, then requested a half-day off from the CEO. She hurried home and began getting ready, trying to recreate her appearance from that evening. At the appointed time, she nervously arrived at the meeting location, repeatedly telling herself to stay calm as she walked. She spotted the CEO in the distance, took a deep breath, and walked toward him. After greeting him, she asked where the umbrella was. The CEO said he hadn't brought it and, in fact, had never intended to bring it at all. She was completely stunned. The CEO confessed to her that he had been thinking about her constantly since that day. Just thinking about her made his heart race, which was why he had used the umbrella as an excuse to ask her out. She hadn't expected the CEO to make such a sudden confession. She struggled to control her own heartbeat, then pretended to be angry and turned to leave. The CEO quickly caught up and tried to explain. Faced with this unexpected confession, she had no idea how to handle the situation. In an attempt to end everything once and for all, she said something deeply hurtful. She told him that any man in the world could pursue her, except for him. The CEO was instantly stunned, watching her departing figure with heartbreak in his eyes.